Well, hello, my friend. I want to just take a few minutes to talk about the Caregiver Cup Circle and share my experiences as a caregiver and experiences I've had now with members in the community. I want to start it back out in 2018. I have this journal that I wrote about 2 weeks after I joined the community that I did. And I wrote things down like, oh my gosh, you don't have to do this alone. I wrote, "Oh, there are other caregivers that are feeling the same way that I do." And then I also wrote in a journal entry, there is something magical that happens when other people get it and they're thinking and feeling the same way I do. And I think that I had this stigma for the longest of time saying that I don't need a caregiver community or I don't need to go ahead and join this support group kind of thing. Or there was some shame or my ego got in the way. And eventually it just kept calling on me saying, I wonder if this would really work. I kept seeing this group popping up in my emails and in my social media. And I finally just decided to go ahead and give it a try. I was so wrong when I was thinking about all of these things. I left each meeting like there was this big weight lifted off of my shoulders. And uh, sure, I still had my challenges and my feelings, but there was something special about talking to other people who felt the same way. Or there were times where I didn't say anything, I just listened. It was like a special sisterhood that we got together a couple times a month. Unfortunately, in 2020, there were some health issues and some other issues with the pandemic that we disbanded as a group. It was so, you could see it coming, but it was so sad. I stayed connected and I'm still connected with a couple of women today, but it's not like it was where we would get together and we would have those conversation. So that's why the last year in 2022, I started my own membership community and I call it the Caregivers Cup Circle. And let me take a step back here, though, and introduce myself because I'm a caregiver myself. Been a caregiver since 2017. I'm a caregiver coach based on all of my experience. I have the podcast called the Caregiver Cup Podcast since 2020. And I started a membership circle based on my needs to go ahead and bring people together. But something magical again happened when I started forming this membership and bringing women together so that they could get through their challenging times. So I'm assuming that you are thinking the same thoughts that I did back in 2018. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, should I join this caregiver cup circle? Do I have enough time? Do I really need it? But let me tell you this, having a group of like minded people coming together, women coming together that feel the same feelings and thoughts that you do, like people are feeling overwhelmed, stuck. Your feelings of guilt or worry or shame or anger. I could go on and on. And we all feel this, and being able to have those conversations and having a safe place to share it with other people who get it, that get it. And it's just so remarkable to do that. And a group of women that support each other, it's positive and we lift each other up. Sure, there's times for us to vent, and that's important for people to vent and share their challenges and their thoughts in a non-judgmental way. We let people in the membership, if they're having a bad day, get it off your chest. Get it off your chest and let's listen to you and let's let you talk it out because that's how you're going to go ahead and release that stress and that overwhelm. And we then support you and lift you up. Many in this group become friends. They can become friends because, as you know, caregivers, we become isolated our friends now are doing other things and we can't connect with them as much. It's a place where we can share. And then there's a place that if you don't feel like sharing that day, you just want to sit back and listen, you can do that. In this group, we laugh, we cry, we have deep conversations, and we gain new perspectives and thoughts that we leave with. And so many times that I've gotten emails or Voxers or messages from the caregivers after the circle saying, I left after that meeting still frustrated, but as I thought through it, I know now what I have to do. And so this membership is more than a membership. It's a circle. It's a circle that I call it a circle because it's a circle of people coming together with a common challenges and common journeys. We meet 2 times a month and we do group coaching, and not only do I coach, but the other people in our group give coaching, and it has to be positive, and it can't be, you know, feedback necessarily that's just directed at them. They give their perspective, which is really insightful. It's an informal therapy. I want you to know, first of all, that I am not a licensed therapist or professional, but I have, oh my gosh, almost 6 years of caregiver experience. I've been in a corporate role for 32 plus years where I have been uh, a manager and a leader, certified in crucial conversations, and much, much more. It's like a coffee club, or you bring your drink and we sit on Zoom and we talk and we have conversations. Some people even call it their happy hour with friends. And my happy hour is always with my coffee or my water, but some people will use that as their only time that they talk to somebody the entire day besides their loved one. Uh, so I want to just share with you, if you're wondering about the details, we meet 2 times per month via Zoom. I'm recording this now, and May registration is open. And so in May, we're meeting on Tuesday, May 9th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Thursday, May 18th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We also have a free workshop added to the membership, and that workshop is facilitated by me. And what I do is I pick a topic. We've done energy and time management and caregiver advocacy, having conversations with the doctors. We've done everything. So I'll be adding something each and every month to it. When you become a member and you're a member for 3 months with me, you get access to all of the workshops. Until you get that, you'll get the monthly ones while you're active. We also have a private Facebook group. And I know the stigma behind Facebook. It's hard, but it's a private Facebook group where nobody else has access to it. And it's another opportunity to go ahead in between those sessions. If you have something urgent or you want to talk to somebody, this group is there to support you. I'll give out tools and resources during the sessions or during the meetings at the workshop. So you'll be filling your toolkit with more things that'll help you become a better caregiver yourself. And as an added plus for a limited time only, you're going to have access to me via Voxer. Voxer is an app that you can go ahead and put on your phone, and it's like a text, a walkie-talkie, a video, and it's away from your phone messages and your texts. It's a separate app, and it's just great. You can pick it up and you can talk to somebody and have conversations, and I can listen to it whenever I want, and there's not a limit where you have to go ahead and stop. And so check out Voxer if you truly want to be part of that. Like I said, May registration is open right now, and the deadline is May 8th. I'm looking up at my calendar right now. The deadline is May 8th. And so if you want to get in, I only open it up for a limited time at the beginning of every month so that those 2 sessions, we don't have a lot of new people coming in. You get to learn and get to know these people intimately. And so let me just go ahead and share a couple of things that some of my clients have said about the caregiver cup circle here once. And one of my clients, Lisa, says, as a caregiver, it is not always easy to find people that can relate on your level. And Lisa said that is what I appreciate so much about the Caregiver Cup Circle group. We can be real and honest about our situations. And that is so, so very true. Now, there's a small cost to this membership, and I've highly reduced it just enough to make sure that I get paid for it myself and I can pay for the technologies that I'm using. If I added up all the cost, it would come out to $99 a month, but I've reduced the cost to $29 per month, which I think is very reasonable. That's the exact cost I paid for the membership back in 2018 in my community that I joined. Here's another testimony. This it comes from Paula, and Paula is from the Middle East that joined our circle, and she joined it like at midnight or something. It was almost in the middle of the night, and she got up and saw value in this. And she says, "I came away with a much more positive feeling about my situation, and found I'm not doing as badly as I thought." And I remember her sharing and having one of those. I'm down on myself and I'm not doing enough. And she says, as I thought was when I talked to such kind, loving women as yourself. And she said, thank you. She went on to share one of the actionable pieces that we did. And she went on to say in this testimonial that this is my first gratitude for the week, because what I made everybody leave with after that session is they had to come back to the next meeting with 5 things that they are absolutely proud that they did and grateful that they did over the next week and a half that we came back with. And she said this is one of her first ones that she did, and she was proud of herself. And so I thought this was great. Uh, in addition to this community, though, it is an uplifting support that will be there for you. And I think that's what Paula appreciated. Here's another one. We had a lot of Lisas in the last few months in our membership, and Lisa here said, I liked having conversations with other caregivers who are helping their spouses, and the advice provided to me as there were certain things I had not considered before. Little mumble jumble with my mouth there, but that's the beauty of me being a facilitator. If you all are having great conversations, I just take a step back and I let people have those conversations. If people get stuck, then we pull it out and then we move forward with that. So it is really nice. So you're probably wondering, where do I go to register? If you're already out at in the website, just scroll down and you're going to see that I have a monthly charge. It's $29 a month, or you can buy the whole year and get 3 months for free. But you can go to kathylvan.com/caregiver circle. And so that's the piece that you want to do. Now, let's talk about, though, the circle. If the circle is right for you, if you're looking for uplifting support, you're looking for positivity, you're looking for a place to go that lifts you up. If the caregiver circle is right for you, if you want coaching and are ready to start reducing your stress, start reducing your overwhelm, start reducing your anger, whatever your challenge is. And this group coaching comes from me, but it also comes from the community and that sort of thing. The caregiver right cup circle may be right for you if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling isolated, because 47 or 42%, sorry, 42% of caregivers feel isolated. And isolation leads to depression, sadness, many other medical and mental conditions. And so you may be just looking for something. Like I said, some of my caregivers that come to this circle, this is the only person they talk to the whole entire day, besides their loved one or the insurance company call that they made that day. Another thought is, if you're the caregiver cup circle is right for you, if you're feeling this feeling a certain way, you're feeling that I have that calling. I need to go ahead and find out if it's just me feeling this way, or is it normal to feel this way? And so I think that I could probably go on and on with this list. So what the caregiver circle is not, and it should say what the circle is not, and what if it's not right for you. So that's where Kathy wishes she had an assistant. That person would have caught it right away. But what it's not is it's not a formal, personalized therapy session for you. It's not personal or professional coaching and therapy. Like I said before, I have coaching experience. I have years of crucial conversation and years of caregiving experience. But if you're looking for a therapist, this group won't be there for you. We'll listen to you. I think it's a great companion to do. Maybe you're in therapy and you're joining a circle. This is great because you can use both and move your ability to get out of where you feel stuck faster. This group is grounded in I want you to be able to go ahead and take action after you leave. I'm going to give you some thoughts and ideas and potentially some action to go ahead and take, like gratitude or having that conversation or writing out your list of possibilities, whatever it would be. Because in order for you to feel unstuck, you have to go ahead and take action. So the deep stuff needs to be going with the professional. But if you're looking for more movement, we can go ahead and do this. If you're saying, I can't afford this, then the circle may not be right for you right now. I completely get it if your costs are very minimal and your budget is minimal. But I also want to say to you, $29 for 2 times per month, plus a formal training that's an hour long, plus a Facebook group, and plus Voxer with me for a month, where you can go ahead and get advice and ideas and bounce things off of. That's a pretty good deal. But I get it. If you can't afford it, I still have the Caregiver Cup podcast, which is always free every Tuesday out on your favorite podcast app. Or I've been putting my podcast episodes out on YouTube as well. So if you're a YouTube person, you can see it just like I have on the screen right now. So I want you to think about it. That um, what you will get, first of all, I wanted to talk about what you're going to get here once. If you go out to kathylvan.com/caregiver circle and click the join now, what you're going to get after that will be is when you sign up, you're going to get a confirmation and a thank you notice. That thank you notice will have the dates, the 2 dates in May that we're going to meet, the May 9th and May 18th. You're going to get the caregiver workshop date, which is May 25th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You'll get all of the links to the session. I'm also going to go ahead and give you an intake form. And I want to learn a little bit about you before you join the circle, because it helps me understand who you are. Are you a caregiver, a wife, a fiance, a daughter, and caregiving? Who are you caregiving for, more or less? What are your challenges? What do you do besides caregiving? What are you balancing? So there's going to be a few series of questions to ask, so that I can better get to know you. And we don't have to spend all that time, especially when we're out voxering with each other, to go ahead and understand. You're also going to get an invitation to the Facebook page and inviting you to go ahead and tell the rest of the community who you are. And then once you fill out your intake form, I can start voxing you and we can start going ahead and connecting that way. And so, yeah, my goal here is really that I don't want you to feel alone. When I figured it out in 2018, it was like, yeah, there's other people just like me feeling the same crappy stuff. And I believe through community and conversation, you can find your caregiver space that makes you feel somewhat joyful, somewhat at peace and hope. When things get rough, you know how to bounce back. When things are challenging, and you feel stressed, you know you're starting to know what to do, or you can bring those to the group. And so that's what I want to for you to feel. And so I can't wait to hear from you. I can't wait. If you can't afford the circle, or it's not right for you right now, I completely understand. You can go ahead and send me a message. I'm out on Facebook, the Caregiver Cup. I'm in Instagram at Kathy Lynn Van. I don't know why I can't find Kathy L Van right now. So you can find me out there. And I also, let's see if I have it here once. Nope, I don't. I also have a private podcast group that is just for podcast listeners. It's called the Caregiver Cup Podcast Online Community. And you can find that out on Facebook too. That one's free. But if you join, I can't wait to hear from you too, because I will be doing a happy dance, sending you a message. You will be able to go ahead and be there. We're starting already on May 8th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, whatever your time zone is, figure that out. And I will have that in the email. So, if you're Eastern Time, it's 8 p.m. If you're Mountain Time, it's going to be 6 p.m. If you're Pacific Time, I think that's 5 p.m. If you're across the country, you'll have to go ahead and convert that. But so I can't wait. And if you are investing in yourself, kudos to you, because the Caregiver Cup Circle and my whole business mission is about taking care of yourself as a caregiver. You are providing this beautiful gift to yourself called caregiving to your loved one. And in return, you're giving up a lot. You're gaining a lot more stress. You're gaining a lot more challenging. And so it is a difficult journey for you. Inside of this difficult journey, there are some magical things that can happen, but they only happen and they only magnify even more is when you take care of yourself, when you're going ahead and putting yourself first. One of the ways to put yourself first is self care. And I know the word self care, people are like, "Wah." But if you take that walk, if you go ahead and make sure you're drinking that extra glass of water, or better yet, yeah, join this community. That's another way you can take care of yourself. So fill your cup each day. Don't let your cup get below half. You got to keep filling that up, because you keep using up that cup throughout the day, juggling everything that you're doing. So continue to fill that cup each and every day. Love you, friend. And if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to reach out. But I hope you join the Caregiver Cup Circle. Bye for now.